Hello everyone, just let me know if you can hear me. Anyone there? Cheers, Quinton. Jason, how are you, mate? Dawn 33, thank you. Alright. Hey, Beatrice. Good to hear, Jason. Good to hear, mate. How's everyone doing? We won't get started yet, but if anyone has any questions they'd like to fire away, at 1:15, I can start with that. Start with answering a question if you've got one. So, just while we wait for more people to join, I did a post today on Instagram. Some of you might have seen it, um, and it was about being in the present. Um, Yesterday, my girlfriend, uh, we were going to bed, and she just had one of those moments where it's like we were getting ready for another week of being indoors, another week of working from home, not going out, and I feel like if we think of it like that, if you start thinking of it as like, wow, we got weeks of this, and when's it going to end, and you keep thinking far into the future and asking questions like, when is it going to end? It can get overwhelming, and that's even if you're sick. If you're sick, sometimes we're sick, and all of a sudden we feel like we can't wait to not be sick again. You know, whether we've got a bad cough, we start reminiscing of those days when we didn't have a cough. Um, so whilst we're in good health, and also if we are sick, I feel like it's really important we don't fight against the tide. We don't wish things were different. We don't. We just accept what is. Um, I had a holiday coming up, and I was supposed to be spending the summer in Bali to actually train to be a Beeja meditation teacher. All's been cancelled, and I allowed myself a day to really to moan a bit. Um, but then I realised there are plenty of people in worse situations, and I thought back to something I learned on the Limitless Living course, which was there can be no without appointment, there can be no disappointment, and I took that to mean well, and what that means is if we don't if we don't have any ideas about how the future will play out, or if we don't put our stock in expecting an outcome to happen, we just stay present, stay being our higher self, and we just let what happens happens. Oh, my incense is going a little bit crazy, so I'll put that down there. A bit of sandalwood. Um, so yeah, so it's just about. I just wanted to talk a little bit about that, just a little bit about how it's really important in this climate that we just try and live in the present as much as possible, because at the end of the day, we've just got to accept what is, and we waste a lot of our mental energy, uh, a lot of and we can it can ruin our mental health if we fight against the tide. So just go with it, be present. That's my little thought of the day, really. Um, and yeah, before we get into any um, meditation questions, or before we get into the meditation, any are there any meditation questions, or does anyone want to offer up maybe a little habit that they've introduced um, whilst being isolated? Let us know your thoughts. We still got a few minutes before the meditation's going to start. Quinton's writing letters. Is that to yourself or to other people? One of the things my girlfriend's been doing is journaling, and um, every night she'll get a journal. Oh, sorry, every morning she'll get a journal out, and she'll write, and she finds that very therapeutic. No, to friends and family, nice. That's a really nice thing to do, Quinton, especially when so much of our interactions digital nowadays. Um, I find you can really get a lot out with a good letter. That's a good idea. I might use that one. One of the things I did was I wrote a contract um, with a punishment. So basically, the last week, at the beginning of the week, um, actually pretty much most of the week, I got into a bad habit of being a little bit lazy, um, get getting lazy, not working out. So I'd wake up, I'd be like, right, I'll structure my day, I'll work out, I'll do this. And I got into really bad habits. I was being a bit untidy and kind of just had a week of kind of figuring things out, figuring this whole isolation thing out. So what I did is I did a contract to myself, which I gave permission for my girlfriend to enforce. And I picked three things. So I'm not allowed to relax until I've worked out, I've meditated twice a day. They're my three things I have to do each day before I can pop the TV on or anything like that. Um, Another thing is I have to get up, and I gave myself a time. So I set my alarm for 6:30, but at 7 o'clock, my girlfriend's actually allowed to whip the covers off. And if I moan, my punishment is a cold shower, which I really don't enjoy, even though I know they can be beneficial, but I don't enjoy it. So that's my punishment. So I put those things on the list, signed it at the bottom, gave my girlfriend permission to enforce those on me, and it will just help me not get into bad habits. And I've found today, getting up, exercising straight away, doing then having a shower, and then doing my meditation, and getting all that done. Yeah, cold shower, I hate it. Getting all that done before I have to fire up my laptop at like 9:30 and start working. So, and it felt so good. So then by the time I fired up my laptop, I was in a really nice state of mind. I had loads of stuff done. Um, so yeah, so Dawn and Dave from Glasgow. Oh, sorry. Yep, my name's Ricky. Um, I'm a trainee teacher with Bill at Beeja, being trained by Will. So I'll be doing the meditation some days. Some days you'll have Jason, another Beeja teacher, Will obviously, and a guy called Oz who's also a training teacher, I believe. So you'll get us all popping up doing these by popular demand, really. So a lot of people. I did the meditation on Thursday evening, and a lot of people were saying that they could do with it every night. So we've got every night covered for you now. And we'll give it 2 more minutes, and then we'll get started. So Quinton trying to write one a day, or perhaps every other day. Quinn, that sounds like a really nice, useful thing to do with your time. Is everyone continuing to work? Do we have any people not working at the moment? I know I might not be in a couple of weeks, but we'll see what happens there. Try not to stress too much. Cool. Well, why don't we start to get nicely relaxed now, and we'll get into the meditation. So first of all, let's all make sure we're sitting nice and comfortably, and gently close the eyes. Relax your shoulders. Relax your eyes, especially around the eyes. We tend to keep a lot of tension around the eyes, so just let them all soften. Soften your face, your jaw, your shoulders. Let your body get heavier. Let's take a few nice deep breaths into the belly. Just really fill that belly up, feel it expand. As you breathe in, your belly expands. Feel your body getting nice and heavy, getting deeper into your chair, or whatever you're sitting on. Now bring your attention to your tailbone and envision roots coming out of your tailbone, going down through the floor, moving at a slow, steady pace through the floor, through the concrete, all the way down, as deep as feels comfortable for you, into a nice earthy area, and allow those roots to spread. Now bring your attention to your left heel, roots coming out, down through the floor, through the concrete, into the soft part of the ground, and spreading to connected areas, and your right foot, roots coming out of your heel, through the ground below, through all the concrete in the pipes, into a nice earthy bit, then spreading to join the other roots. Feel yourself grounded, feel yourself rooted to the ground. Yeah. Take a few nice deep breaths here, bringing that energy up from the earth into your body. true. No, true. Keeping your eyes closed, let go of the mantra. Start to bring some awareness back into your body. Wiggle your toes, your fingers. Maybe sit in a more comfortable position. Keeping your eyes closed now. Check in with your roots. Are you still feeling grounded? With the roots still coming out from the base of your spine and both your feet? If not, gently drop them down again. And in your own time, gently open your eyes. How's everyone doing? Everyone good? You're welcome, Omar. If anyone has any question, now's the time. Oh, good. Glad to hear that, Quentin. Um, exactly. What happens is what our body needs. So I'm glad that you had a little release there. Thanks, Beatrice. Thanks, Dawn and Dave. Hopefully everyone's nicely chilled out. Now we can all go and enjoy our evenings. Hopefully everyone's got some nice food ready. Or enjoy whatever you're going to go and enjoy, a glass of wine maybe, who knows. But that's it from me, guys. Thank you very much for coming. And as I say, Beeja are doing a meditation, a group med every evening at 6, at 6:15. So we're here for you guys. Cheers, everyone. Lots of love, Quentin. Bye.